What do you want to be when you grow up? That's a classic question, we've all heard it, but what if you don't really have an answer to that and you're starting to grow up? That can cause a lot of panic, and it certainly has with me. So if you're one of those people who can't really answer that question with a specific job title in less than 0.2 seconds, then this video is for you. So I was thinking, what can I do in this video? I can try to explain how to find out an answer to that question, but then that would be kind of weird for me to answer when I don't really have an answer myself. But what I can do is show what I've learned so far in my experience and in my 21 years of living, and then give you a few tips and pointers that can help you find out what your answer to that question is, and if you even have to answer that question at all. And the first thing I've learned is that you shouldn't panic. It doesn't matter if you don't really have one word or one job title answer to that question. A lot of people go through life and don't really have one. And I certainly, when I realized that, that was really liberating. Not everyone has an answer to that. And also, you don't really have to be defined by one job title or one career over the course of your life. A lot of famous people, I use that as an example because we're all familiar with it, they can act and then they do some singing and then they write a book maybe, and I'm not going to talk about whether those books are bad or good, but you know, they certainly can do different things, and so can you. Nothing is stopping you from like trying one thing and then a few years later going in another direction in life, and that's part of life itself really. It doesn't really matter if you try something and then find out it didn't work out and then you try something else because you learned something in the process. And that moves me towards the second thing I learned, which is that no matter what you do in life, you sometimes get a bit closer to answering that question. So if you travel somewhere, or if you try a job, or if you have an internship, or if you watch over someone else's kids, or if you make a short film, whatever it is you do, you get a bit closer to answering that. You find out, okay, did I like this? Did I not like this? Did this bring me joy? Did it not? Is this something I could possibly make money doing? Which is, well, like it or not, you have to make money in this world to live, basically. So I think you should say yes to a lot of new experiences when you can, try different things, and then sort of build up kind of a mental list of what you like and what you don't like, and write that down. Another thing that I've discovered is that you should set aside some time to talking about this. Because even though I said don't panic at the beginning, it's still, you know, they say things are a matter of life and death, and this is literally a matter of your life. So naturally you should set aside some time to think about this, and not just like hope that everything will be okay in the end, even though sometimes it will. So you should from time to time sit down, have a good think about this, like what have I done lately that I've liked, what have I done that I didn't like, how do I like the situation I'm in right now in my life, and like if someone asked me that question, what do you want to be when you grow up now, what would I probably answer to that, do I even have an answer to that? Things like that you should think about from time to time. And when it comes to methods for actually finding answers to that, one of them is basically just to think. Sounds really stupid when you say it out loud, but that's one way to do it. And then there are other ways that I'm not going to talk about much here because other people have talked about them in a way that's far better than I can. So Nathaniel Drew has made some videos about that called Finding Your North Star, I think. And then the concept of Eulerian destiny is pretty powerful. I've heard that from Ty Lopez, but he probably got it from someone else, who knows. So those two concepts, that one concept and that one video are things that I can recommend checking out if you want to get a bit closer to answering this for yourself. And remember, you don't have to answer that question in one word about one job title. You can just describe the person you want to be, the things you want to do, in even like a full page or a full paragraph for yourself. Because you don't really have to answer this to someone else, but you should figure out some kind of answer to it for yourself. Because you shouldn't really care too much about what other people think of your goals and what you want to do, but it is important that you find something that you want to work towards and find some goals that can move you in a direction that you think is right. So I hope you got something useful out of this video, and that you're slightly less panicked when faced with that question, because you know that you don't need a one-word answer and that things can change and you can try different things in life, and that's completely okay. And if you like this video, please subscribe for more videos later, and then I'll see you in the next one.